Welcome to Harvest. Today we are in Maracas and Joseph, beautiful Maracas Valley. We are going to meet Camille, who is the owner of Leilani Estate. Also in this episode today, we are going to be going from Maracas and Joseph to Princess Town to go and meet Slim from Plant Doctors. But Leilani Estate, that's where we start. Let's go. The Harvest, we on. So Camille, good morning. This is a beautiful space you have.
Good morning, Leslie. Nice to have you all.
It's a real pleasure to be here. Tell me about Leilani Estates.
Well, Leilani Estates is a privately owned citrus and cocoa estate. We've been here for 15 years and we do sell citrus and do some chocolate. But basically it's a privately owned estate that we do rent out for weddings and outdoor corporate events as well. Mm-hmm. So it's a beautiful area right in Maracas Valley here. We have the Navarro River that comes in from Waterfall, the Maracas Waterfall.
Right.
And so it runs along here. That's Waterfall Road on the other side of us here. And yeah, basically that's it.
Tell me about your citrus. What are you planting? Did you come into an already working estate, an abandoned estate, or did you come in and completely redevelop the site?
Well, the estate itself used to be the Leoto property. Okay. Maracas Valley used to have a lot of cocoa. It used to be Cadbury's land. And pretty much with the fall of the cocoa industry, there was really not much going on. Mm-hmm. We came in, when we bought this area, we put in a lot of citrus, so we did everything. Okay. Right, so we have oranges and limes, lemons, grapefruit, etc. You know, all the citruses. So,
okay. And you've said passion fruits as well.
Well, we have recently started doing passion fruit.
And how are you finding passion fruit?
It takes to the area very well.
Okay, very good.
I also have a lot of mangoes, which we didn't talk about. But okay. I do have a lot of mangoes as well, different varieties of mangoes. Because
very good.
I do like to collect different varieties.
Okay.
But yes. So.
What's been the biggest part of the learning curve for you coming into Leilani Estates?
Well, actually, when you come in and you really don't know what you're doing, you really have to depend on the people around that do. Mm-hmm. So I think the biggest learning thing for us was really to rely on help from others, like Mr. CK there, who showed us how to do things like spacing, things like how long, when to plant, you know, what time of the season, rainy season, when to put in your seeds, when to set. So all of that were things that we had to learn. You know,
so CK is your man of business on the site. He's your local knowledge.
He is one of our people that help us. Yes.
So we just finished speaking with Camille, and this is the man himself, CK. CK, welcome to Harvest, brethren.
Yeah.
CK, you are born and bred Maracas, St. Joseph man, right? You know this cocoa.
Oh, this whole estate.
This whole estate. Tell me what it was like for you when you first come inside here with Miss Camille.
The forest. You know, pure forest. I mean, it have the trees and them where the slaves and them who, I mean, I put the slaves plant them.
Correct is right, yeah.
You know, because this estate is owned by the Yotos. And then they sold it to, they do have, how they call it, a homestead project here.
Right, okay.
And then they passed it out.
They passed out the pieces.
Yeah.
So tell me what does you do with the cocoa here on the land for them?
Well, plant it, try to maintain them, trim, do, you know.
You've opened up the land as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that is the kind of work I do, man. Garden.
So talk to me. This is about a 2 or 3 year old set of trees we're looking at here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So talk to me about foundation to finish. You walk inside here, they say, right, I want cocoa trees here. Tell me what you did.
Well, first thing I started to cut down the land.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't cut, you have to clean, prepare it, and then you have to time the moon and the time to plant it.
Correct.
So it will be powerful because without the moon in there, I mean, you go wiki.
Correct is right, yeah.
It have moon we have strength and it have moon we
correct, the full moon drawing water up. Yes. I don't think it have any part of cocoa you don't know. So you're doing everything, and you tell me you did joining too. You did joinery, right? You're a carpenter. So you're building cocoa house, you're processing cocoa, you're fermenting cocoa, you're making cocoa.
No, well, I don't really, think cocoa like that. I will do the labor part and get the people for that.
You prefer the outside?
Yeah, I will sweat it and dry it.
Right, so you will do the sweat on it? Okay.
Yeah, you don't know to sweat it for much days. Where the gum come out. And then you put it aside to dry.
Right.
From that, when it dry, you polish up the seed in them. And then you give it to that person out to.
And you happy to walk away at that point?
Yeah, that. I done that. I go wait till time to make tea.
Correct is right. Time to make a tea.
I can't do it for myself then.
Right, yeah.
But that's at 2 chocolate, at 2 bar, I could do a 2 bar for myself. But that's too much hour.
Yeah, that is not your sin.
You know what to put in.
But you had the knowledge.
Yeah, you know what to put in to,
Because your family, you were telling me your grandmother was in the store.
Well, I mean, there was coffee. Here, this estate go by. The 400 acres, I think they had it.
Yeah.
I mean, I work with the surveyors and who survey the contractors and who do the roads and, but then I was always hunting inside it. From here to Las Cuevas, from here to Planchicha, from here to Cora. I run dogs. I have my own dogs on them.
Right.
So I know this place, and tattoo is rap, is gear, you hunt, maca, well, you name it, I catch it.
Munich Home and Garden specializes in hardware, paint, home decor, tools, agricultural supplies, pet supplies, car accessories, appliances, and much more. Located at Val Park Shopping Plaza, Atlantic Plaza, Point Lisas, and Eastern Main Road, St. Joseph. Shopping comfort with our well-secured outlets. Call us at 663-5163 or visit the Munich Home and Garden Facebook page or www.munichttt.com. Munich Home and Garden, where we make shopping a fun experience.
Stop the rising cost of food now. Grow your own food. Provide for your family and earn an income with Plant Doctor's Hydro Aqua of number 30 Matilda Road, Princestown. Grow safe, clean, and organic with your hydroponic supplies, organic potting soil, fertilizers, pesticides, and seeds. Let us help you grow and earn. Call 379-6710 or WhatsApp us at 372-9440. Plant Doctor's Hydro Aqua. Let's grow TNT together, one plant at a time.
And now a word from one of our sponsors, the Agricultural Development Bank, growing stronger together.
Good afternoon, my name is Shivan Ramnath, the Chief Executive Officer of the Agricultural Development Bank, and it is indeed a pleasure for me to be here representing the bank this afternoon. Well, first of all, let me start with the purpose. The purpose of the bank is to assist in agricultural development by providing financing to farmers and all entrepreneurs along the agricultural value chain. The bank falls under the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Fisheries, and we also have a dual reporting line to the Ministry of Finance. The history of the bank is very interesting, however. This year we celebrated 53 years of existence. However, the history of the bank is dated back to the early 1800s, back when the real economic driver was the cocoa industry. Back in the 1800s, the first incarnation of the bank was set up, which was known as the Agricultural Bank. And the main purpose then was to assist in the development of the cocoa sector. In 1963, the powers of the bank was expanded, meaning that apart from just cultivating cocoa, the bank was allowed to provide funding for the purchase of land to facilitate the expansion of the cocoa industry. In 1963, the Agricultural Development Bank Act, or the ADB Act as we now know it, was formed and developed. And the name was changed to the Agricultural Development Bank in 1963. In 1995, there was a review of that ADB Act that allowed the bank to not only provide funding, but also to accept deposits and to enter any kind of mergers and acquisitions. The key point to note is that through the history of the bank evolved at key periods consistent with the economic development of the country, moving from cocoa straight up now to developing the sector on a holistic basis. We now provide funding for a wide array of purposes. We don't only do primary agriculture, which is food crop. We do agricultural services, we do processing, we do vehicle purchase, we do livestock forestry. So we try to develop the sector not only from one perspective, but the whole idea is really to go further and create agri-entrepreneurs. We also charge with the responsibility of stimulating interest in the sector by attracting new clients. And I think we have been fairly successful in doing that because we have seen an increase in the client base over the years, and more importantly, even through the COVID pandemic. While a lot of organizations were faced with a number of challenges, the ADB, while we were faced with challenges, we were able to hold our own in terms of maintaining our level of loan approvals and disbursement. We actually saw an opportunity during that period to attract more people to the sector, which we actually did. In order to make it accessible, what we have done is located 5 strategic branches throughout Trinidad and Tobago. So we have 1 branch in Tobago and 4 in Trinidad, located in Port of Spain, San Fernando, Chaguanas, and in Sandy Grande. The purpose of spreading a network like that is to make it easier for people to access the services and products of the bank through these geographic locations. It also allows us to serve the clients better because each branch is designated to serve in a particular geographic location. You have officers at each branch that will basically service clients, and they have a portfolio to manage. So you have that personalized service, you have that interaction. And if we know the farmers, they like that relationship building. The better you get to understand them, the more loyalty they have towards the organization. Our concept has also been to take the bank to the farmers. So over the last couple of years, we introduced a mobile banking unit, which is really a bank on wheels. We could take a bank application online through the mobile unit, and we could also, through our sub-offices in partnership with the Ministry of Agriculture, we utilize their geographic offices in particular rural areas. Right now we have 2, one located in Poon Village in Rio Claro, and a second one located in Point Fortin. The idea is to make it easier for the client. Instead of they having to come in to San Fernando, Port of Spain, or wherever, we will take the bank to you. And that happened because we understood the construct of the farmer. They are very hard workers. They take pride in their work and what they do. And also, they like to spend time in their land. So the idea is take it to them, be able to present the service, and make it easier for them to spend more time on actual production in terms of food and other areas that they work in. The ADB is always willing to assist farmers and anyone else who's interested in agriculture or any other value-added activity, as I mentioned, from primary production straight down to agro-processing. We invite you to visit our website, www.adbtt.com, or to contact any of the 5 branches that I just mentioned, Port of Spain, San Fernando, Sandy Grande, Tobago. And our staff always willing to listen and to give information to ensure that the services that you require are fulfilled.
The Agricultural Development Bank, growing stronger together. Munich Home and Garden specializes in hardware, paint, home decor, tools, agricultural supplies, pet supplies, car accessories, appliances, and much more. Located at Val Park Shopping Plaza, Atlantic Plaza, Point Lisa's, and Eastern Main Road, St. Joseph. Shopping comfort with our well-secured outlets. Call us at 663-5163 or visit the Munich Home and Garden Facebook page or www.munichttt.com. Munich Home and Garden, where we make shopping a fun experience.
Stop the rising cost of food now. Grow your own food. Provide for your family and earn an income with Plant Doctor's Hydro Aqua of number 30 Matilda Road, Princestown. Grow safe, clean, and organic with your hydroponic supplies, organic potting soil, fertilizers, pesticides, and seeds. Let us help you grow and earn. Call 379-6710 or WhatsApp us at 372-9440. Plant Doctor's Hydro Aqua. Let's grow TNT together, one plant at a time.
Good morning, Mr. Deodat Ramjatan. You are the head surgeon here at Plant Doctors. We come here today to talk to you about hydroponics. You are known as Slim to thousands of people. You have taught thousands of people. Plant Doctors has been around for quite some time. Tell me about your relationship with hydroponics. How you came into it. How Plant Doctors came to be.
Okay, Plant Doctors came into being because I was working with the Ministry of Agriculture and my income was very small. And I wanted to get something, so I took early retirement and started a business, a small agricultural business. But while doing so, I had a passion for organic agriculture. And I became very interested in nutrient film technique. It was very intriguing and I wanted to get into that because I saw it as a way that you could do clean agriculture. You didn't have to put a spray can on your back per se. You didn't have to have a fork to go and dig dirt. You didn't have to have no toll booths. You're doing clean, fresh, organic type agriculture. And that caught my attention so much. So I got into it. But in 2012, I got into hydroponics. And to make it better, I started doing training courses. I also wrote a manual on complete hydroponics for the Caribbean. And because everything we get it on YouTube and on the internet from temperate countries. But I wrote something for Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean. And this is where we started training. I could say that I safely trained more than 4,000 people. Out of that 4,000 people, at least 40% are now active customers with Plant Doctors Hydro Aqua Limited. But I do have a passion for agriculture. I do have a passion for hydroponics. And I can tell you hydroponics is one of the ways to go, not the only way. Because I always say hydroponics. Hydro means water. Ponos means labor. So you have to put in labor into a water-based system because plants cannot take up a grain of rice or a grain of fertilizer. Plants take up nutrients only in solution. We do not feed plants. What we do, we apply nutrients to plant, and plant converts nutrients into food using their leaves. The leaves of a plant is the food factory of the plant. So if the foliage of the plant is poor, the plant will be poor. So when we go outside, we look, you'll see what we have, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Dalian, good morning.
Good morning.
You are one of the doctors in the house.
Well, one of the young ones.
One of the young doctors in the house. Tell me about this NFT system.
Okay, well, NFT, as you get it before, is nutrient film technique, right? It's a film of water that you'll be using to grow these plants. As you can see, this is what you call an NFT system here. We use 2x4 channels. It is the recommended pipes that we use Well, that is recommended to use for the hydroponics, for the NFT systems, right? Now what we do, they come with 2-inch holes where you're using a 2-inch cup.
Are we not using any growing medium in this?
Well, we will get to it, right? So using a 2-inch cup, right?
That's a lovely root system.
Yeah, watch how healthy the root is. See how healthy
everything about that plant is healthy. The root system, the leaves.
Actually 15 days old.
This is 15 days old.
Yeah, 15 days old. Every week we do updates, video updates on these plants, right?
Okay.
So to see watch how healthy it is.
Yeah.
If you watch, well, I don't know if you can get it, but if you watch inside the pipe, it's a film of water. No big gush, no big running of water. Just a little film running and feeding these plants.
Is that film aided by the fact that you're using this rectangular housing?
Correct, is
Right.
Right? So what you would need for an NFT system, you need a reservoir. You need a submersible pump because it's a recirculating system. Reservoir is here. So we have a submersible pump.
Recirculating again, so this is a closed water system.
Closed water system.
Closed water
right?
system.
So this is like a submersible pump that we use for this system. Now, there's different sizes of the NFT system. So we'll have to use different sizes of pumps, right? But like this one recommended, we use a 396 pump, 396 gallons per hour. It will be sufficient for this system. So as I say, it have one of that in here. It feed up through the PVC lines, straight to the top of the system, then come back. Gravity flow. Water fall back into the drain lines, back into the reservoir. See, recirculating system. Another pump we have also in the system is an air pump. You need these of oxygen in these plants. So if you watch inside the reservoir, there are things called air stones, right? See the water bubbling up there? Bubbling up. You need that dissolved oxygen.
Yeah, because this is what Slim was saying earlier about the dissolved oxygen in the water.
This is what air stones, this is what we use to give the oxygen in the water. It's connected to the pumps on them, to the air pumps, and you get the dissolved oxygen in there, right? The cups, what we do on, well, our systems at Plant Doctors, this is the cups we use. 2-inch cups, we could produce any kind of leafy greens on this cup. Cabbage, pak choy, kale, lettuce, all the seasonal celery, chive, parsley.
You're telling me again, any green leafy vegetable.
Any green leafy vegetable.
In a 2-inch pot.
2-inch cup, growing full. From day one, when you put it in the system, straight down to your reaping, as you're ready to reap. Now, what people don't get with the NFT, they mix up. They say it's chemicals. It is not chemicals you are using in the system. It's nutrients, right? When you mix your nutrients, we use 3 different mixes. We use a base nutrient with calcium nitrate and magnesium sulfate. Right? When you mix that, that's from the first day you put this crop. You don't have to put anything again in the system, right? All you have to do every week, you're taking your meters. There's a pH meter and a ppm meter to check your levels. You have to check the pH of the water because the pH have to be within a certain range for the plant to uptake these nutrients. And then the ppm level now, that's the parts per million. That is the nutrient level. Again, certain plants have different range you have to get the feeding. So, like the pak choy, it have to be within a certain range. So once you get your reading for your range and it's in the correct range, you are good to go.
So, wow.
From 21 days, you can start to reap.
21
I'm
days.
not saying you look waiting exactly 21. You could push it to 28.
Yeah, no, I understand. It depends where you want the yield to be.
Because people who grow in commercial, they want to go
heavier, bigger.
Exactly, faster. The fastest way, the faster the money will come, right? So that's it.
So just tell me specifically about this system here. What's the size of this system?
So
how much you have? Because right now, this is for retail. This is just your casual retail or demonstration, right? This is display.
This is display. So people will see how the system works, how everything, they have a better understanding of the system. This is 56 plants.
This is 56 plants.
This is 4 pipes, right? 4 10-feet pipes, right? 56 plants in total, right? A system like this right now will cost you about $3,200. When I say $3,200, it's complete.
That's finished.
That's reservoir. Yeah, submersible pump, your air pump, your turbines, your air
And I don't have to buy the pumps again. These are things that are in.
Things you pump to your system. All you have to go and get this plants.
Right, yes.
That's all. And it's simple to set up. This is no big chemistry.
But with this system, this is a lot less labor intensive.
As I say, once you plant your plant, you mix your nutrients in the correct readings and levels and everything. Twice in a week, you come with your meter. When you come home from work, take a reading. Everything good? Nah, it'll be good to go. That's it.
So is there any restriction? So all right, 2 questions. Is there any restriction to the size I can scale this to, right? And is there any restriction to the fact that let me say in a perfect world everything crops in 25 days, right? You said I could grow any green leafy vegetable in here. Do I have to grow 50 patchoy? Can I mix my vegetable inputs?
Remember I did tell you certain plants they have a different pH level reading and a different ppm, the nutrient feeding, right? Reading. Plants have different optics.
Different
right?
requirements.
So if, I'm not saying now, it's not recommended. If you want to do it at home, like a housewife, whatever, they say, well, I want 1 line of patchoy, I want 1 line of lettuce. You can do it, but remember now, the lettuce uptake is slower than the patchoy.
Right.
So if the lettuce is supposed to come this size, it will come this size because of the different readings, nutrient needed.
And because of the
feed faster
because of what we feed in the system.
Correct. As
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Any restriction to the size of what this could be?
Size of the system?
Yeah.
You can get.
Was the smallest I could do or was the largest I could do?
You can get any amount from 10 or 2,000, 3,000, 4,000.
Okay.
Depends.
Okay.
How big you want to do to go into this farming.
And if I wanted to do patchoy 1 week or lettuce 1 week, lettuce after harvest, I can change
you can
what
do
I want.
that. Yeah, you can.
So
do
I'm not
that.
restricted.
No, you're not restricted.
Okay.
You could just do different systems.
Out of all of the methods, is this your preferred system? Is this one of your preferred systems?
This is my preferred system.
This is your preferred system?
This is the fastest growth whatsoever.
Fastest growth whatsoever.
As I told you, remember 21 days.
21 days, yeah.
You can reap.
What is that like with the other leafy vegetables? Is it the same results?
Yeah, you could, lettuce you can get at 21 days, patchoy, kale, yeah. So from there.
But that's fabulous. From hydroponics and south with plant doctors to nature's hydroponics in the northern range, Leilani Estates, sharing their bounty with us on today's episode of Harvest. Join us again next week Tuesday at 6:30